All righty, good morning. Welcome to the Market Stats class. I know it's kind of early, but we're very excited with Lisa to be able to provide you a great course. It is being recorded. I will be offering and sending her the link after so she may share with all of you. I am so happy to have you here and to be able to share with you information on statistics, news, and more. As a Miami Realtor, you have a resource here on the homepage just meant for our members. And I want to start off by clicking over to news. On our news page, you have South Florida market stats. The market stats that you have available here are for your use. There is also a page that you may want to subscribe to called sfmarketintel.com. And you'll get information when you subscribe to that page with details. Here in the market stats, if I come and I click through on market stats right from the news page, I can see information on the housing market divided by the counties that we cover. So Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie. I can see information on Broward single family home sales. For example, what has closed. I can see what happened in April of 2021 versus April of 2020 and the percent of change year over year, which is over 80%. I can see the percentage of transactions that were paid in cash, 24.4% versus 11.7% over 2020. That's 120% increase. I can see the median sale price has also increased in Broward County. The dollar volume has as well by 162%. The price of the original listing received, right? So a lot of people are paying the price that is being set at listing. Medium time to contract has decreased by half. In 2020, it took 30 days to get to contract. In April of 2021, at the end, it took 14 days. It's negative 53.3, which is that half that I was mentioning. Median time to sales has also decreased. Active inventory has decreased as well. What is this? A seller's market, and you can view it here. We also have Broward townhome and condo information that you can see listed here as well. You have the closed sales for 2021 versus April 2020 and the change there's been. You have paid in cash, median sales, the dollar volume and how much is increased, percent of the original price, the median time to contract. Here it's been steady. So condos are a little more steady, medium time to sale the same. Active inventory, there's less, but not as much less, right, as a single family. And then months of supply. Please note that anything under 6 months is a seller's market. Last year, it was already at a seller's market, but here we're at a crucial low. And look at the condo market. Last year, it was at 6, and now it's at half of that as well. So all of this information is available to you, divided by county. And if we come down and you would like additional details, you have the summary reports available here and the detailed reports. So if I was looking for, let's say, Broward single family for the fourth, right, for the 4th month, I could go ahead and click here and obtain the details. And this is something that you can readily download and share. If you're a Windows user or a Mac user, for Windows, you can use your Snap It and go ahead and click out and cut this out and, for Windows user, right? And for Mac users, you can do Shift Command 4 and cut it off the screen. You can also download these, you see. You can download here and save it and use these. They have the same information. This one is centered on Broward, right? So you have your closed sales, your paid in cash, your median percent of original list price received, new pending sales, new listings, pending inventory. So there's so much here. Economist notes, your graphs, and then you have some historicals dating back month to month, and the percent over the year, the closed sales. So this is a wonderful, easy tool for you to use. If you look at the second page here on the detail, you have cash sale information. And notice that year to date, and look at the increase in April. And cash sales at a percentage closed. You have median sale price for single family homes in Broward above 50%. And the average sale price, how it's increased steadily from April last year to now. You here can see the steady increase. And then you have the percentage of increase year over year. So compared to last year. This is a very compelling item to use for who? For that person that's thinking of selling their home. It's the moment. Dollar volume. Median time to contract and how it's decreased. This is year to date is 18 and April was on 14 days. And you can see the steady decrease since April last year. And then you have new pending sales, new listings, inventory. And these reports are available to you monthly. Now, they work in arrears because why? We have to wait for the month to end. We give a couple of days for you guys to close. There's always approximately to the 7th of the month after, and then they work the reporting and then they bring it out. It's important for us to wait to be able to capture the information. Why the wait and why the closing is so important? This data and statistics comes directly from your listings. So when you close out the listing, those details are used here. That's why the information on the closeout, on where you guys can list and put information on whether it was a cash deal, if it was here, any of those details are great to be captured because then we use them for statistics that you can then use yourself. I always like to go back to the news page and let you know that it's really just on the very top of the website and where I came into again, just so that you know, with South Florida market stats here. I see some questions in the chat. Oh no. Oh, good morning, everyone. Be sure to ask questions, as Lisa says. And I focused on Broward because I know your office is in Broward, but I wanted you to see that where I got that detailed report was from down here. I selected the one for a single family, but if you do townhouses, it's right here as well. Right? And you have the data for townhouses. Now, back here to the very top, I'm going to click back over to news because there's other items that I want to share with you as well. Here on the very side, if you are interested, we have international traffic and demand. You have reports available to you from international. You have the profile international transactions, and they cease to on a yearly basis, right? So you see the info here, and there is additional international research. So if you're interested, you can click through. I always like to share at least a little bit with you. Why? Sometimes you're wondering who purchases. So I'm going to open up the Florida one and talk about the reports. These are done in conjunction with Florida Realtors and National Association of Realtors, and they're really vital to our area because internationally people do come to Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie counties. Sometimes you're wondering, and you can navigate the report. It is 36 pages, right? You can see the highlights. Who are the top foreign buyers in Florida? Yes, a simpler packet can be included. Remember that if these are downloadable, right? All of them, you can then integrate them since they're PDFs, right? And depending on the PDF type that you have, you can actually remove a portion. So let's say I wanted to use this here. I'm working currently on a Mac. If not, I'd show you. But there's a snipping tool for Windows. I could just come. Let me try to move my page a little better so I can show you. And let's say this is a page that I would like to use, right? I always want to give credit to who's done it, so I'm going to make sure to leave that. But here in my Mac, which is something you can do with your snipping tool on a window, I'm going to press Shift Command 4, And you see how on the screen it brings me an item? Do you guys see the crossbar? Let me know. So if not, I could switch the view.
No, I don't see the crossbar.
Okay, give me a second then. Let me escape that. Let me show you then. There you'll see everything I see. Let me close up the chat. Here's my screen, right? If you have a Mac, you can do the same thing with a snipping tool. Shift Command 4 with a snipping tool to allow you. You see the cross now?
I do.
You would click and take this out. And that's going to take the picture impression. You save it as an image. And now you can put it into any of your reports.
Okay, cool.
And why that's so important is sometimes they want to know what's happening or who's purchasing, correct? And this is a way for you to do a presentation. 64% of buyers who paid in cash were foreigners, right? We have economic environment. So the pandemic, travel and tourism, tourist arrivals to the US, of course, decreased. A decline on non-immigration visas, okay? And then it gives you information here on economic standing, where people are moving. So median existing home sale. This is interesting because we don't always focus, and this is a great way, okay, for you to see. So Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm, and how it grew. Foreign buyers, number of sales in the thousands, percentage. And they do this report on a yearly basis in conjunction with Florida Realtors and NAR. Size of Florida's foreign buyer and how much they buy, what they come, non-resident type A, share of foreign buyers, where they're coming from. The visas held by international customers. Number of times international's client visited before purchasing. Now, since we're talking about that, we have provided courses. We had one a couple of weeks ago on the EB-5 visa and how to obtain it. And then there are visitor visas and non-immigrant visas that you can use for international and educational reasons. And then the EB-5 that can lead to permanent residency. Sometimes if you're dealing with international folks, you don't need to know all about it, but you most definitely should have an attorney or someone to guide you. We have affiliates of the association that can help you, and we have those classes. They provide once a month some type of class or something where attorneys come in and speak to you. It's not from us. It's actually attorneys talking to you. It's actually great. The last one I took was on EB-5. I believe the recording is out there on miamirealtorslive.com. I think it's crucial, at least to have an understanding in case you encounter someone that may be interested in investing and they have a large sum, they might want to take a route considering a visa. And the statistics are here for you to use. Another thing that I like to show you is this is a lot of information, correct? So sometimes you need to get something quick, right? We always on the go. Well, when you're inside of one of these elements, right? When you're inside one of these reports, you can always click Command F on a Mac or Control F, right? And that'll bring you a finder. Did you guys know that? So here I could put something like Venezuela, and it'll tell me how many times it appears in the report. And instead of having to navigate the whole thing looking for the word, the finder, the quick finder bar will then tell me, you see, I have Venezuela here. And now I can click to the next time it appears, the next one. And then let's say, oh, this is the information I needed. I can cut it and paste it and put into where I need it. So always use this find to help you make it more efficient. It's a tool, correct? So these things are out here under news. And this was the international segment. Now we also have market snapshots. I'm going to click over to market snapshot here, right? And this is a video. I'm going to come in and you're Broward based. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Broward one. Before I do that, I want you to know that you have market snapshot information here with statistics. I love the look of this report. I think it's sleeker and the coloring is lively. Here you have the Broward one and the increase. Okay. Townhouse transactions also increased. A condo and townhouse, single family increased. The dollar volume, etc. And you have this for every one of the counties in our area Again, something that you can download and save. You can print so that you can use it. Now, if you don't want to download it or whatever, you could print here, and many of you would have the option, right, to save it as a PDF. So then you can integrate it into your CMA that you're doing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cancel. Let me come back, close, come back, and let me show you the Broward one.
This is your Broward Market Focus Report for April 2021. Broward County total home sales increased 103.9% in April 2021. Single-family home sales increased 80.9%. Condo transactions increased 126.9%. Single-family dollar volume is up 162.2%. Condo dollar volume increased 177%. Total active listings are down 46%. Single-family homes inventory sits at 1.4 months. A seller's market. Condo inventory is at 3.4 months. A seller's market. Single-family homes median price is $464,000. Condo median price is $220,000. Short sales and REOs are only 1.2% of all closed sales. Access more information about the Broward County real estate market at sfmarketintel.com.
Now, what I wanted you guys to note about this, let me go ahead and stop this. These are yours. Okay, these are for you to use. They're here. You can see the Broward Focus if you click through, right? You can have it here. This is something that is completely shareable. It is meant for you to use. They are available on YouTube. You can click here. Let me see if it's this. You can see the historical ones for March. You can click the 3 buttons and click share. And this is something that you can post on your social media. Also, how many of you have a YouTube channel? Does the office have a YouTube channel? Let me peek at the chat.
Not yet, but Miss Yolanda had a question in the chat.
She answered it already.
Yeah, I had let her know how she can cut it out. I had seen it. What I want, also, please remember, you can reach me at this place. Please, if you have questions after, you can always send me a message. I teach, but I'll look at my email and I'll try to get you some help. So if I said something or you remember something or you had a notion of something, please go ahead and send out. And the idea about this, I'm going to share. Let me go ahead and try to share the link via chat. Give me 1 second. So here's the actual video, correct? I'm going to stop this and I want you to see that you can click share and you can share it to Facebook, to Twitter, through WhatsApp, in an email. You can click copy and that'll allow you to paste it anywhere. Now, why are these important? Even when you're doing a presentation, you can embed a video. Did you know that? So if you're working on a PowerPoint and you just want this glimpse, it's just a little over a minute. Number one, it gives you a breather. Yes or no? It sometimes happens to me. I'm in class. All we do is talk. And just to hear someone else is like, yay. That's one of the things I miss about being in person, the interaction. Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
It's one of those things, right? Where probably the classes were 2 hours when we were in person because there was interaction. It wasn't just me. So it wasn't a monologue. So one of those things when you're doing a presentation and you need a minute to breathe, to drink, to, say, okay, this is going okay, to help yourself move along. You can use a video like this, providing good info to get the flow going. You could do it as an icebreaker to get started. And you have access to them. So it's easy to do. The reason I asked you for a YouTube channel, or if you had one, is if any of you have a Gmail, you already have a YouTube channel, because automatically the same login will work to create a YouTube channel. YouTube channels don't work with Facebook. So they're a different type of media platform, and they are completely search engine optimized. And even this video, and I want to share this with you, that is not my video, right? If you have a channel, you could click here on the plus and add it to a playlist. So let's say that I want to save this one to a playlist on my channel, the market focus, right? I saved it there. It's now added to my market focus. And I am not the Miami Association of Realtors, correct? My channel is the one for the trainers. But look, your channel, the dude that I downloaded is
Okay.
and you can then put it on the market focus. So even though the video is not yours, you can have it. So if your office is thinking of doing it, or you are yourself thinking of creating your own YouTube channel, you can add one for market focus or market activity and pop this in to get started, even though it's not your video. What a great idea and what a way to start, right? So just ideas out there for you to use these stats. Now, coming back to the statistics page, I'm going to click back on, I hope you like it so far. I don't know if it's early and that's why you guys are so quiet. I remember you being so lively before. One of the other items that I like, and I'm going to go ahead and take the chat off. I'll peek at it in a minute, is this cross-market demand. Cross-market demand. It takes a minute to load. I want you to know that. It takes a minute to load. And why it takes a minute to load is that it's pulling from realtor.com. It is a Florida view. We have a Florida view right now. We have it focused on Florida. And right now, if I'm looking at it, I'm actually looking at Miami-Dade and the top viewing counties, all in-state and out of state. And these are, and Broward County. Some people from Broward are looking. Those are the top ones. Again, Miami-Dade. And then you have Fulton, Los Angeles, Cook County, Kings County, etc. But what happens if I really wanted Broward County and I wanted to see from other states? And then I wanted to take it and share it or use it for a presentation. Well, here's how you do it. I want to show you slowly. On the very top of this cross-market on demand form here, I would click onto the county and switch it to Broward. That's simple. I give it a minute. You see how it's thinking there? Okay. Now that I had switched, I don't want from the state. I want from other states. So I select other states and I give it a minute. And here I have the other states that are looking at Broward County. And I want to use this to post onto social media to put as a part of my presentation for the CMA. I can click to share, the little share icon, and I have a link that I can put onto Facebook, right? I could copy this. Or I can click here, the little download item, and I can do it as an image, a PDF, and as a PowerPoint. I'm going to click as image, and I'm going to walk you through putting it onto social media. Okay, so I've downloaded it on mine. Okay, I've downloaded it on my computer, and I'm going to open up my Facebook. Here's my Facebook. Hey. There we go. It'll pop up in a second. Here's my Facebook. And before starting class today, I posted some items up. Here's my thing from Lazola's, what we're offering for free as our courses and what we're doing this month. Here's some sun stats. I'm going to teach you to do this, right? And here's the one that I had posted before. So what you could do is with that picture that you downloaded, right, is you could create a post, right? Go to your downloads. Here's the county. Oh, I don't like to put all caps, but some yes. can hashtag and put what you like and click post. So sometimes we're looking to share some really good information, but we want it to be business centric, not just how great it is to live here or bike ride here. Even though those are wonderful attributes to South Florida, we can be outside all year round, but we want to share statistics. I want you to see how easy it is to get information like this. Also, when you click the download, if you would select a PDF or PowerPoint, it would mean that it's already ready for you to put into your presentations. So just a great tool here. I find wonderful.
Honey, I have a quick question.
Sure. Let me put up my volume so I hear you.
I know you teach a social media class.
We do.
But is it okay to like post this to just like our general page?
Here's what I don't.
There's both.
Okay, there's no we don't set any rules. It is the social media platform that does. And Facebook has business pages. So what you can do is post to your business page and then share to your personal, or invite your friends to your business page. And we teach that in a class where this is my business page, correct? Just so that you know. And I created it and I post here because that's where I'm supposed to post. But I can always come and copy the URL to my page. Okay? I can copy it. And then there's a struggle because right now here, just to show you, let me click out from here. If I look at my light, my community here, I have people that follow me, but they don't like my page. And in essence, it's fine. So I have almost 2,600 followers and almost 2,000 likes, right? But there are still people on my page, on my personal page, that do not, so I can come here to invite my friends. And for years, my best friend from high school would not like my page. So she created a business page and I made her wait. But look, these are my friends. These are people that I'm friendly with. And they do not follow my business page. So it's hard because these might be the people that you want to attract. So what we can recommend is copying your business page, clicking to your personal. You see the little personal picture. Do you see how I help myself? This is me for business, but this is Connie. Why did I do that? Because who would get confused if I have the same picture? I would. So I clicked over here and this is my personal page. Okay. Those are my boys when they were little, my boys now, my hubby, right? This is my personal page. And here, if I wanted to, I could come and paste the link to my business page and explain to them, hey guys, if you're looking to buy, sell, rent, invest, right? Go ahead and click through. Let me provide you some great information like my business page. Stay up to date with market activity. Know what's going on and know that I'm here to help you. You could post this once or twice a week this way and open it up to the public.
On your personal page.
On your personal page. Now, did you see what I did? I'm going to come to the flag. Okay. I'm going to come to my business page. This is my business page. So I'm following the rules from Facebook, correct? So I have a business page. So I'm not conducting business on a personal page, on a page with friends. I copy this URL. I come back to my personal page. And all these tips that I'm giving you, we give in the social media classes, like not using the same picture, because who gets confused is you. So I click to my personal, and here, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever you want, I can invite them, remind them, and tell them, listen, I have a business and I'd love to stay in touch with you. Now, here's some of the things that I've learned. Do you see this image here? And do you see what I have here? I learned to make the most of this because you will be sharing it like this. And this is look how it looks like in the mobile. And when you share like this, if you write to them, please click like. They don't even have to leave what your post to like your page. Watch, I'm gonna make it so it's only me, so I can show you guys what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna post. So this is me. This is where you will put your message for them to invest, work with you, rent, etc. But this here, do you see how vital that image is? I want you to know I did this for free on Canva. Okay. And then they see you here and look, if you had written up here, just click the like and like my page, get information, up-to-date market activity. If they click the like here, they've already liked your business page. Once a week, twice a week, whatever is good for you, from your business page to your personal page. Okay.
Okay,
I hope I helped. Other things from the news page that I want you to see is that you have market updates and presentations here for you to use, right? And then how Miami's in the news. Okay. The next thing I want to show you, you have access to SunStats. You, in general, members, once you log in to the Miami Gateway, SunStats, it's right here. I work for the association. My button doesn't work, but members' buttons do. So notice that you would normally come into Matrix here. You have SunStats right here. I click over and here are my SunStats. Okay. I'm going to come back to my dashboard so I can show you from scratch. The first time you log in to any system, if you've never logged into SunStats, if you don't remember, etc., you always go to the settings area because you want to set it up to be branded to you. So when you go to click and make changes or click and create a chart or whatever, your things are already in there. What do I mean? Your picture, your info. SunStats. If you've never logged in before, you can do so from right here, or you can visit Florida Realtors and go in. SunStats, in a difference from the information that we provide at the association, ours is zip code driven. Here you can dwindle down and get some isolated info that you may want to use. You come into the settings here, all right? And you put your geographic areas of interest. You can put a city, you can put a section. You'll all have this because this is our coverage area. You can put, tell me a zip code that you guys like.
33029.
So, there you go, Hollywood. 33056. Oh, that this whole area is on just an expanse, right? So I come to my clear and I'm going to save my settings, but I'm going to continue a little bit more. I want you guys to see. I'm going to make sure my name shows correctly, right? I was sneaky. I just put Connie. You can put your address, your office address, your cell phone number, and upload your picture. All of us want to do this. Upload your company logo, right? So you have the branding completed. And this is what the branding portion will look like with your information. Once you do this, you come to the very top and you click Save Settings. Now you can come back to the dashboard, and when you come in, you can see information here on closed sales, right? Cash sales as a percent of closed sales, the median pricing versus this year, last year, right? You can come and click change and select one of the drop downs that you had put. So we'll select Hollywood, right? You can choose the property types, all single, townhouse, etc. So I'm going to leave there the single and click apply. And now I'm looking at Hollywood single family homes. And I have my chart. Monthly inventory, none. Active inventory, 31. Pending, 99. New listings, 57. New pending sales, 64. Medium time to sell, 49 days. down 18%, median time to contract 8 days, median percent of original list price, the dollar volume versus last year, the average, look at the average price in Hollywood, how it's changed in single family. Look at the median price. Now, I want to build a chart, Connie. I don't want to just see it. Okay, alrighty, chart builder. You can come into here and apply the graphic area. So I can click down, and since I've already preset it, I can look at Hollywood, okay? And then I can put my metrics. I can choose closed sale, active inventory, the type of property, okay? The year range, how I want the options in the display, and click apply. And here is the activity for Hollywood closed sales, single family, right? And here is the chart. How do I use this? Well, I can download it as a CSV, I can download it, or I can download it with branding. Guess which one I'm going to tell you to use. Look how great it looks. Download with branding. Making sure that I can show you. And look at my SunStats image. Ready for my presentation? Okay. Now, I could download to a CSV, and I want to show you that because some of you like the numbers better. Look at this. Okay. And then for those of you that are like me, can I have the easy way, please? Shift Command 4 or a snipping tool, and you come into here. You take the information that you like, you copy and paste it, and then you put it into your report, to your PowerPoint, and put Hollywood activity, month, closed sales, percent of change from year to year. You like? You could also come in here and say, let's say I want all property types in Hollywood. And I want the median sale price. I want to include the display from year to year and apply. And now I have the information for all property types, the median sale price for someone looking to invest in Hollywood, in that zip code. And here I have the information. Oh, Connie, I want Miami Gardens. Alrighty, so Miami Gardens. Let's say I want single family homes. Right? And I'm looking for average sale price. And I want to do it a year further back. Apply. And now I have the information that they can provide me with year to change activity for that area. I can download it with branding, like I had shown you. I can download the CSV. So you have a chart builder, a dashboard for you to get your info. And I want to show you something. So I like this one better. It gives me everything on one page. Change. And we'll pick on Miami Gardens. And we'll say that we want all the properties. Apply. Now I have everything here, correct? Well, never fear. You can always right click and do what? Print the page. It might not have your branding, but you would have all of your information on one page. So there are choices. I wanted you to see that, okay? You like? Notice that if you have questions on closed sales, cash sales, and what they mean, you have the information right here. Once you get comfortable enough, you can do this in front of your customer yourself, live, right? So
Yes, this is great information.
I want you to know that you can change it. You need to be clear that you can change it. So these are the drop downs that you have on your setting. So coming to your settings and making sure you have the areas of your coverage is important. So there's just a drop down from the dashboard. But even if you don't, you can use the chart builder and concentrate, because you can come up here and you can put, let's say, Weston. So Weston, the city, right? The whole city. And I want the closed sales of single families. And I click apply and I get the information. So there's a whole bunch that you can do here. To me, it's just amazing. Let me click to see. Oh, Dorothy, thank you. I hope you like it. I want you to see how easy it is. There's nothing to fear. You can't break it, and there's nothing that you can't do. You can just click and get what you need. Okay. And now we're going to come into Matrix. I had been fiddling before coming to class. Oh, I want to teach you first, and now I need you to interact with me because the other market reports, we cover them in class. The market reports, the MC 1004 MC, and the statistics, we cover those in class. But I want to talk to you about a report that you can do on activity, on an area, including some rentals. So I'm going to need from you, well, a couple of you gave me. I don't think I did. Let's get somebody else to give me a zip code. There's 18 of you. I think I've talked to 3. Someone else, 4. There you go. We're going to do, is that 33417 in Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and San Lucie County? Alrighty, we'll do that one. You hit me with one, but we'll do both Lisa's and the 33417. I want you to see the steps here. Search, okay? I'm going to do a cross property. Now, this is everything that's happening in an area. Why are we doing this? Maybe for an investor, maybe to see pricing, maybe to entice a renter to consider purchase, maybe to entice someone selling and allowing them to see, okay, well, maybe if we don't sell, maybe we should put it for rent as well, because they may have an expectation that we can't meet, but there's good rental prices right now. So this report you can use, it's very easy. I'm going to call it Cross Property Quick. And this does everything that's in the MLS. Now, I'm going to start with the whole zip code, and then I want to show you some map capabilities because the zip code may be a lot. But you can do it of an area. You can do it from a distance from an address. You can do it actual, like building or address information, and add all the buildings you like. So if you work a cluster of buildings, let's say those areas that have 10 buildings and there's 10 different addresses, you can put the 10 addresses here. And then what I asked you for, 33417 is the zip, okay? I want active, let's say I want pending and closed. I don't want the other items. And let's say I have 915, but I want to come to the map. Okay, and I'm going to make the map work for me. Now I don't see it marking an area. So I'm going to go ahead and use the other one to see if it'll do it for me. I had data. Yeah, I saw that it was Palm Beach. Let me do it again. 334, or maybe the system is being slow. Let's do it again.
Connie, quick question.
Sure.
When you initially got to that page, did you go through stats?
No.
Where did you go again?
Search.
Search. Okay.
Property. Quick.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
We're doing a study, a market study.
Okay.
We are not doing a CMA. We are not pinpointing. This is, when people tell you, should I buy? Should I sell? Should I rent? What should I do? And they're like speculating, and you're trying to reel them in, right? This is a resource.
Yes.
Once you see what
Okay.
I'm gonna create, once you see it, you're gonna see what you can use it for. But I want you to see the steps. So I'm glad you asked if you didn't see it. So I came search cross property quick. Now, criteria looks just the same as everything else that we've done. You can select property type. So if I only wanted single family home, I could isolate them, but I don't. I want to see what's happening in the area. You get what I'm trying to do? Because when we see movement, now most of you know, not all rental transactions happens in the MLS. So when you see a lot of rental transactions in the MLS, it's sometimes safe to assume, and then there's a lot of what? Activity. When you see 10 items that are for rent in the MLS, and you know that rentals occur mostly outside, you know there's activity. So if you see a lot of home sales, you're going to see activity. So that's where we're trying to get a grasp of info. We're going to do a study of an area, not a CMA. And I want you to know how to do this, because sometimes you need it to be able to help your customer find what it is that they're looking for, or gather the information that they need you to provide. And this is easy. Once you get a hold of it, you're going to say, okay, goodbye, Connie, find something else to entertain us with. I'm going to come to the map. And the reason I was coming to the map is, I'm going to make the map give me zip codes. Okay. I always like the map to talk to me so that I know what I'm looking at. You see, I had no idea where 33417 is, but the map knows. So now I know. Thank you. And I don't know how to say your name, so I hate that. So you need to open up and tell me how I can call you. I'm Connie Nito, Nieto, Naeto. So I hope I'm not making you feel bad. I just don't want to pronounce it wrong. Is it Tanifa? And notice here that there's one like out of place.
That's correct.
Hi, Tanifa. How are you? So here you see this is your area. This is what you wanted. So what am I doing here? I wanted to know what it was. First, to see if I could isolate it to a section. And second, to know where I was looking for. So now that I'm situated, right? I'm going to come to results. And imagine me trying to decipher 915 of RE1 residential income. You imagine trying to get all of this and put it and make it make sense? There's duplex, triplex. Look at all of this. Single family, townhouses, condos, villas. Oof, info. So I swiftly select all, and I'm going to come to print. Scroll down, and I'm going to click the CMA one-line summary report. Okay. And I'm going to print a PDF. You could email if you like or whatever. I always like to look before. I don't know about you. I like to look, know what I'm going to prepare for my customer, and then look at it. In the area of, and notice that it'll tell me up here, 33417, I have 3 business opportunities that are active. I have 1 land commercial active. I have 1 pending commercial land. And you may say, I'm not interested in commercial. Commercial denotes activity, denotes business activity. Sometimes you want to know, and your investor may want to know. I have commercial industrial 3 active. I have a pending. And then in single family, I have 10 actives in the area. And this is what I wanted to show you. We have here a low of 70,000, a high of 598,000. I have area number, bed, bath, square foot living, total area, year built, price per square foot, original price, list price. I come down and I have the closed single family with days on market. The percent to sold ratio, so sale price to original price and what it sold at included. I come down and I have statistics for my single family home sales. There were 71 closed sales These are the averages, square footage, etc. $195.45. Selling at 97% of the list price, average 33 days on market. I have bedroom, bath information. I could always come and reduce the report, but I'm doing a market study. The low price is $195,000 for the lowest single family home, all the way to $460,000. I have pending properties waiting to sell 20. I have condo and townhouses that are currently active. I have, ooh, look at all that, 167 condos. So if I work this area, I may want to start learning about condos. We have a wonderful video on Miami Realtors YouTube channel, youtube.com/miamitrainers. If you would give me a minute, let me show you on getting into the condo market and helping you be the best at it. I'm going to come to the page. Don't mind my voice. And I'm going to come to playlist here. It's called Getting into a High Inventory Market, Selling Condos. We're giving it this month, but I believe all this month, but we have the playlist already here. So when I saw this in Matrix, what is the first thing I thought? Like, ooh, there's activity here. So it's hard to sell everything else, but we've got condos. Let's learn how to sell it right. Closed sales for condos in this zip code. Remember, this is the last 6 months. Obviously a high condo area because I can't stop. $443 sales. Something sold at 76. Somebody put their finger in the wrong place. We could have found that one. And then to $312, lasting 51 days. You like that? Okay. Pending sales. Now I'm going to come further. There's residential land, boats, fabulous. Residential rentals. Have an investor. He wants to buy a property. He wants to rent it out. At what price can I rent in this area? What's comparable? Residential rental in the same report. 40 active. So there's activity. Remember what I was telling you? There's some pending, right? And I don't have any closed rentals in the area. They're all pending right now. All in one report. Let's do it again. Did you like it? Search, cross property, quick. What was the other zip code? That's why I rely on you.
33180.
All right, Miss Lisa. That's you, right?
Yes.
33180. And we're going to do everything because we want to be nosy. Active, closed. I'm not going to put pending this time. And let's click on, oh, I didn't click on rented last time. That's why. Here's the rented. And we have 2,107. Okay. And let's say, I'm going to look at everything first. I click all, print. Oh, it didn't let me because it was too much. That's fine. We're going to come back. We'll come to our criteria. And we're going to put that we want 2 plus, 2 plus. Let's see what it does when I put there. See, there we go. 2 plus. So we're looking at everything with more than 2 bedrooms. And that's why I taught you to go to the map, because Hollywood is probably a lot more dense. So there's a lot more. So before I put this 2 plus, I want to show you what you could do with a map feature, especially for you guys that specialize in an area. We could come to the map. Let me move to Hollywood. Okay. All righty. The map is being funny. We're going to go ahead and put zip codes here. And I guess this is your zip code, right? You can tell the map is being funny. All righty, here we go. And let's say that I want to isolate an area. Yeah, I love doing all of it, but let's do a segment. So I can actually come and I want to show you something. When you're working in a distinct area, how many of you look at this and you go, I don't recognize everything. But if you would come here to the map and switch to satellite, you're like, oh yeah, that's this place and that's this other place. And how many of you know the rooftops of the area that you work? How many of you know the rooftops of the area that you work? So you'll see the community and then you come and you zoom in like this and you go, uh-huh, this is this. And yep, this is over here. Yeah, how many of you know the trees? So switch to make it easy for you. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna study this area here. Okay, so I'm gonna do a polygon on my map. I'm gonna start over here and come this way and come this way and come this way. And of course, I'm just doing this to show you, but I wanna do a study in the area. So now that I've isolated what I want, I come to my results. Why am I showing you this about isolating? Depending on where you work, you might want to do a community study. Come to the criteria, and you might want to do a year or more. Okay, a year or more. And you can change all of that here on the criteria page. Not only can you change it here on the criteria page, but if you want to divide the report and just do single family, you can do it. If you wanted to do single family, residential income, and rental, you can select it and not select commercial properties. So you could come into here and I'm going to show you now. I'm going to click on residential, move up. I want to do land. Why is land a big deal right now? Because if there's any available, it might be something that someone can construct on and make money. I'm going to put residential income, townhouses, and single family. Why do I pick residential incomes? Because they're on the verge of being commercial, but they're not. And a lot of South Floridians like to invest in them. And many will live in one of the properties in the residential income, duplex, triplex, or fourplex, and rent the others to have additional income. So now that I've isolated just the residential items, I can click results. I wanted you to see that. I could put beds, baths, square footage, etc. I had a gentleman call me the other day that he was looking for a lot size that was bigger than 25,000 square feet. And he didn't care where in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. But he didn't know how to do the search. So that's why I tell you that you can put whatever you want. Now I have the information. Can you imagine me coming and deciphering condo, what has sold, what has not? I don't need to do that. I click on the little all button. All. There's a difference. I want you to see that. If I clicked on here, it's going to only select what's on the page, 25. If I clicked on all, it selects all of them. That's why I've insisted on that. I'm going to come to print, scroll, and I'm going to select my CMA one-line summary and print it to PDF. And of course, I've gone over. I always do that with you guys. I hope you like to be with me. I love to be with you guys. There is one single family. Closed sales, there have been 11. From $1, which is a mistake, to $1.5 million. Condos, there are currently, now remember I isolated an area too. There are currently 88 for sale from 210,000 to 6 million too. I love on the closed part where you have the percent to sold. And I love the detail you get here. Beds, baths, square foot living area, price per square foot. I just love all of that. Closed in the last year. $157, lasting 173 days in the market. Rentals. Now, I don't know if this is a high rent area, but there's 31 active. And here's the rented. 164 rented from $1,300 to $30,000, 108 days. So this can tell the person, listen, if you rent here, now notice that I start learning. I get addresses from here, so I'm going to learn more about my area. I really hope that you've enjoyed what I've provided you today. I hope you like everything that I've been able to share. It is being recorded, and now I'm going to stay on for a couple of minutes for some questions, right? I do want you to know that we do have from Matrix, you have market reports, and you can come here and run your own agent production report with your ID. And we teach this in class as well, right? I'm going to click on market reports as well. You can do office production and market share. You can do firm production and inventory, and you can do the ever famous market conditions 1004 MC report, which is very easy to do. We recommend that you do the market conditions reports for a yearly. So you would pick active and closed and make it a year. You could do it county-wide, let's say. You can select a property type. So let's say I wanted to do Broward single family. And what this report tells you is, when I click to generate, so you can see this was an appraisers used to use this report for everything that they did. And what this does, it tells you what type of market there is, the absorption rate of the market. So it is from Matrix. It is a market report, and it's called a market condition. You can do it at county level. You can do it at an area level. You can do it at a zip code. You could do it in a subdivision. You can map it from an address, and it gives you wonderful info. So in Broward County, single family homes, right now, the month of housing supply, right, is 1.08. The total comparable settle, look at this, how it's decreased. The median sale price has increased. It is obviously what? Less than 6 months. So it is a seller's market. What you do with this, remember that you can download this. How many of you do CMAs in Matrix or in RPR? This is
all the agents do.
Okay. So you can do this MC report to talk about absorption rate and to give some monthly, to give the comparable median price and something very easy to explain. And you can download this here and incorporate it, because you can add a page to RPR and you can add a page to the Matrix CMA. So you can come and do this first for the area. So I did it for a county. We could have done it here. Let me remove the county. We could have done it for 33180, right? And select the type of property and generate the report. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to my customer about that area. Here is what's happening. Still a seller's market. Look at it. Okay. Look at what it's selling at, 99% of the median price. And look how it's increased in the last year in pricing sale. Okay. So this is the price they list at, and this is the sale price. I think it's wonderful. Look at the days on market, less than half than it was a year ago. So this is easy to swallow, very easy. And this is up here on market reports. But I couldn't leave you without showing you how to do that other study, because sometimes we need information to have someone see what the price is to rent, what the price is to buy. And you can show that report that I did for you, the one line, the CMA one line summary that we had done. This one, you can use this for someone who's renting, who you're trying to say, hey, you should really buy your rent. You're renting at this price and purchasing in the same area is this much. Let's get you qualified. Let's get you moving. Yes or no? You could then also use this for, okay, you have this property. If you need to rent it out, these are the prices that the properties are going for in that area. So you see how you could use this in many favors. Or you have an investor that's saying, should I sell? Well, this is a sale activity in the area. What are you waiting for? Got it? Versus what you can make for the rental. So there's so much that you could get. I hope that you liked the class. I hope you've learned at least one thing today. Thank you so much, Lisa, for having me, for inviting me again. I hope it was worth it.
Yes, it was.
It's always fun. We're very happy that we had so many of you join us at the crack of dawn at 10 a.m. And this was recorded. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with me. I'll probably take a little while today, Lisa, and
No
then
problem.
I'll send it to you later. As always, it's a pleasure. Hope to come back.
Yes, we'll see you back again.
Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful summer. I know that it's summertime and the kids are out, so traffic is good, and I know that we're able to do so much more this year. So enjoy it, and we'll be in touch.
Yes. Thank you, Connie. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone,
Connie.
for attending. Have a great
Thank you very
day.
much, Connie.
Thank you, Connie.
All of you take care, and we will be in touch.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks, Miss Lisa. You have a good one too.
Bye-bye, all.